you. You better stop your scrolling. Come on in and make this carrot with us. Let's go. Hey, Bloomerinos, it's Keleas with Keleas.com. And we're ready to make a cute Easter carrot. We've made these carrots all different kinds of ways. And I came up with an even cuter design today for us to play with. These carrots have this great frame where it's metal and it'll help support your whole design. And look how fun this is. You can take and add all kind of depths and dimension by taking and rotating the petals up here on the top of the grass on the carrot. Get them some dimension and get that rocking. I'm always a big fan of that. So for this project, we're using a couple of filler grass here with a little yellow berry, some carrots, some little, this is mini leaf bush we're going to put on. We're going to get a little block of phloem, and we have this one already cut. It's going to be going right up here at the top. You'll need a few floral pins and, of course, some ribbons to complement your project. We'll have the supply list for you. Just ask in the comments. If you are on our text list, go to textkeleas.com if you're not already. We'll be texting out not only that this new videos is online for you, but also that the supply list is available. I just took this block of glue and I put it in my glue pot. And if you haven't seen how to use a glue pot before, just come check us out on all our videos. I use them all the time. Now that's kind of going into the metal base there and the grapevine. I'm going to take some of these U pins. These are these little metal pins here. They are shaped like a U. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but we're going to use those in here to hold everything together. So I'm going to kind of come from the back, and we're going to grab the actual frame here as we push these pins in. So that way it gives it a more stable base. I do this a lot with my designs. I am a big fan of foam. You can get the foam at any craft store. That's the one thing we don't sell at Keleas.com, but they have it available at a lot of craft stores, and even some dollar stores have the blocks of foam. And you're going to cut it to this smaller little piece here. You can't go real little, but cut it small enough to where it can, it's a lot less to hide if you keep it small, but it's got to have its strength here. So if it gets too little, it gets weak. Okay, it's all wired in, and that's good to go. It's really easy to build our design off of this. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to start with some of these killer bushes here that are so beautiful. They have this great greenery and a neat twig on it. So what I want to do is just take and tear these. Hand wrap bushes that we sell on our website are super easy to work with because all you do is tear them. Literally, watch that. You don't even need a knife. It does make a little mess, but that keeps you from cutting as much. It makes it that simple for you. Now you're going to need some wire cutters, and we're going to take and trim these down each to just a couple of inches. And I'll throw those in the trash. We just need little short stems here. I'm going to cut those off. Fantastic. Now let's start to get our placement going, rocking and rolling with these. Let me bring my electric skillet up here so it'll be easier when we start to put the pieces in our design. I'll bring it up. I was going to wait on that, but we need it closer. Oh, my cord is stuck, guys. Come on, cord up. We need it right here, right close by. Yes, that'll just make it easier. All right. I'm going to get those little papers off there. So I'm going to use these. My hanger on this is right here at the center. So this carrot is going to pretty much hang whatever direction I put the weight on. So I'm going to kind of have this going left to right on him right here. So we're going to have this piece going in this way. And I'll just spread that out. Let me scoot you over, dude. And we're just going to keep kind of going one on top, one on bottom, and we'll work opposite. So I'm going to swirl that around in my glue pot, and we'll go down. Hold your foam while you're placing these in because you don't want it to just pop off on you. I'm going to go up and down. These are so cute. Always a great seller in my Etsy store, and also in our store we rent space in. These kind of cute pieces, they're not available at the craft stores. People can't just go buy wreaths like this. They have to get them from a creative like you and a maker like you. So make sure you're making things like this that we know our customers are going to love. All right, we've got a few pieces started. Now there's going to be a beautiful bow here with tails in a little bit, but I want to get my carrots in next. And these carrots are going to go just kind of all shooting out of the top. I love the texture on these. I've used these once before on another video, and I'm in love with them. They've got kind of like fuzzy pant material with a cute little stripe. Adorable. It's just so adorable. So I'm going to take these, just kind of have them pop off the top here. I think I'll have 2 go high and 1 go low. So I tell you what, we're going to hold off on the low one until we get the bow in, so I can have it positioned perfect so it shows up coming out of the bow. Now it's time for some of our grass bush. This is the mini leaf bush. And I'm going to take this and push these up and spread these out. You guys, if you don't already follow us here, make sure to follow and like our page. Also subscribe so you can get more notifications anytime we put out a new video. You can also go to textkeleas.com and sign up for our text list. So it's Keleas, not plural, textkeleas.com, and it will... You'll put your number in, text us the word coupon, and it'll send you a coupon for your first purchase. I'm going to take and put these on either side here. We're going to start to fill out our design. Isn't that gorgeous? And one of the things I'm always teaching my design school students is you want depth and dimension. So you can see I'm starting to lift that up. These are all wired, so you can look beautiful, like you're cheating in your design, because you don't have to let nature do it. You can use the wire inside to take these and make them kind of come up. C-shaping that. Let's put this one on this side. Great, great, great. And let's have one go up the middle. I'm going to leave this one kind of shooting straight, and we'll pop that behind where we had the yellow. So we got a beautiful base. Remember, there's going to be a bow, so we're going to leave a hole in the middle for a moment. I'm going to shoot one more greenery kind of coming out the bottom underneath this fun yellow. I love that. That's looking great. So we got a great start here. Now let's put this aside for a second. Let's tie our bow, and then we're going to put all the magical pieces together. Now I want you to notice all the depth. There's a ton of depth. So as we build this up, we're going to keep adding layers of the florals underneath. So I'm going to pull this to the side, and we're going to grab our easy bow maker and tie our bow for this design. It's going to be a simple bow using a couple of oranges. I'm all in on the carrots this season. I'm doing a big display at our booth at the shop in carrots. So I'm making all kinds of carrots to take there. So we're starting off with a 20-inch tail. Come to the center and twist. Now these loops are going to be out at 6 inches. So 6 inches and twist. I'm going to come over to the other side. 6 inches and twist. And we're going to do 2 loops, okay? On each side, both at 6 inches. All right, here's our next loop at 6. Come to the center, twist. One more here on the right. 6 inches, scrunch that down. I'm fluffing these both out here. That's so perfect. Now I'm going to bring my tails here to the middle, and we're going to trim these at an angle. All right, fantastic. Now I'm going to come in with my next ribbon, which is this cute little stripe. We're going to pop that in here, and now my tails will be 2 inches shorter. So these will sit at about 18 inches. I'll cut it trim. If you want it a little shorter, I like the combo of 16-14, but we're working at 20-18 on the links of these tails. This loop's at 5.5, so you're always decreasing your loop length to bring the eye into the center of that bow. And you guys know on Wednesdays we are live at 7 o'clock Central Time on Facebook and YouTube, and also on TikTok, making bows. Now grab a cable tie. I'm going to run that right down the center here. Put a finger in the center and add some pressure. And we'll get that tight, but not too tight. Okay, just like this. Hold pressure with your fingers and rotate this back between them. Now you need to fluff this up before you finish tightening the whole bow up. I'm a big fan of this carrot ribbon and this stripe. They're 2 nice ribbons to work with. The tails need to be going down. And before we get this real tight, we're going to add a cable tie to the center. Oh, no, we're not going to add a cable tie. We're going to add a U-pin that we used earlier to secure our foam on. We're going to add that right to the center. Now I'm just going to rotate that around. Now we're going to take these and trim them off. Just like that. And then I'm going to pick a ribbon to go down the center, and I'll just put the stripe down the middle. You'll cut like a 12-inch piece of this. just right there, and I will run that right down the middle of this bow. And that'll clean up the cable tie in the middle and really finish it out really pretty. Just like it just is a nice little touch. Makes my heart so happy every time I do one of those. Isn't that cute? All right, this is going to be our pop of orange at the front of our design. Love, love, love that. Just get a nice little knot back here. Trim these tails off. And there's our U-pin ready to go. Now bring your carrot back because we're going to put this whole project together now. Here comes our carrot. Look at her in all her glory. She's waiting for her bow. Bring on her bow, yeah. All right, we're going to put that bow right in the center by hitting this with some glue. She is happy to see us. Yes, you are, ma'am. And the nice thing about that foam is it adds another layer of dimension. Now, immediately take these tails and run them through the back. The big carrots come behind the greenery. Just push them down. We want them to come through the back and trail down along your carrot. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? And these orange tails, we're going to curl them and let them just kind of come to the front of the party up here. I like to just kind of pull that out. Yes, yes, curly curls. Super cute, guys. Okay, I'm going to pull this one out too. You don't have to do this, but I think that's fun like that. Awesome. Now my next move is I'm going to put that carrot coming out the bottom we talked about earlier. I got her over to the side. I'm going to run her just kind of coming straight out the bottom. Right here, because she looks so cute. And you know what? Our little bunny Fufu who started the video off for us, we've got her. She comes with a little blue bow right here, or a different color bow. And I just pulled that out. So we took her bow off so she could go perfectly with our combination here. And we're going to cut her little stem off and pop her in. She's been popping into all my TikTok videos this week. So she's making an appearance everywhere we go. So take and dip this in the glue pot. Her little head's going to come out the top of the bow. And of course, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Push that all the way into the foam so we can kind of tuck her into the bow. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. So cute. Now, we're going to take our other yellow bush and we're going to bring some of the yellow to the foreground a little bit more. Isn't this precious? So don't be afraid to use something right in your bow. If you're not a fan of the little bunny head, why don't you take one of the carrots and put it right in the center? I could have put that carrot at the bottom right in the center. Sure coulda. Sure coulda. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come in and have a little bit of yellow kind of coming to the foreground just a little bit, and a little bit of grass on that other side. This bush, I'm able to pull it a little and make it a little bit shorter and thicker. So don't be afraid to do that. That's called a pusher, is what we'll call a bush like that. That it lets it slide up a little. And I'm going to put that right here in the middle. Kind of have that shooting out of the bow and kind of adding a little layer over that carrot. Now let's get a little more yellow up here at the top and just work these around each side. And on your project, you'll just keep filling it into your desired likeness of how much fullness you want. I love it full, and I like all my pieces lush. I mean, I want people to see them and expect to pay more because they are fancier than anything that they've seen, different than they've seen. And I just thought, so simple, so cute. You could knock these out for your craft shows in a heartbeat. Coming up in a couple of months, you guys will have craft shows this spring. And these are great to put in the shops where you sell your items. All right, let's push these where they're both a little bit pushed up too. And we'll use these in and around the bow also. But take a look at your design and see where you might need a little more yellow. I think I want a little bit more on that side. So I'm going to pop this in. These are so nicely wired. We can have these coming up or coming down and really kind of fill out the top of our carrot. Just kind of make it her own little, like her own little fancy dress she's wearing it here. You come on this side. So cute, guys. I love that. And make sure you're using the wires to your advantage, however you want to move them. I'm going to come one more yellow, just coming right out the center, up the middle. And utilize that block of foam. Oh, perfect. And I've got 2 more pops of green we can add in here. So just take a look. Oh, everything's kind of looking good. Kind of filled in nicely. So I'm going to bring this green to the front. And get my little triangle pattern working around her head. Hold on to her when you're pushing stuff in. We want to keep it all stable. Oh my goodness, y'all. Ay caramba. She is beautiful and I love her. I can't wait for you to make something like this. If you need the supply list for this carrot, just ask for it in the comments and we'll get you the link. Have fun with flowers and always join us at Keleas for floral fun at its finest. I can't wait to see you next time, Bloomerinos. Have a great one.